Sorry, MLH, but you got to go. I don't know what you think this is, but yeah, no, sorry. Hi, Sally Ann. How are you? Fuzzy, Becky. Yes, it's nice to see you people that I do not like. I hope you guys are, paying attention to the title. I hate you all equally. Sally Ann, you are just too damn chipper in chat. I can't stand it anymore. I need to call that shit out. Fuzzy pink handcuffs, you seem to think that, you're all fine and safe in there with your blue wrench. Yeah, no, because your name is not Fuzzy Blue Handcuffs. It's pink. So you're not safe either. And Pincha Becky, listen, man, girl, you got some serious cojones problems going on there. You can't afford your damn dresses. You can't get to places you want to. You got to worry about your hubby out there in town. I don't know why you think you're safe. And Mom, you need a beach house, for God's sake. I don't know what you think is safe. You're not safe either. I can't stand none of y'all. And Southern Yankee, I haven't received my Christmas candle, so that's not happening. I have officially taken over this channel. I want to let everybody know that's just coming in, so thanks for joining. This is very important. I can't let Mexican wannabe, because he's Caucasian, 49%er, and I just cannot have him on panel. This is enough. Jackie, I am not causing trouble. I need to equally hate all of you people. Everyone. It's what it's been said. Vaughn, you got too many goddamn dogs. I don't know who you think you are trying to help these dogs. I don't care if they're disabled or what their issue is, but it's not your responsibility to go and save the whole doggyverse, I mean, listen to Bob Barker, for frick's sake. You people, PETA, with the freaking eyeballs and shit. Stop. You think this is all about you. Listen, ain't nobody coming in this chat being safe. I'm here to spread a very important message. Breeze, listen, we don't even understand what all those letters are after your shit, so you're going to have to be a little serious about that. I'm not finding it, let alone, is that a cat emoji? Because you're right next to Vaughn with the dog, so I'd be a little careful with that. I think she's trying to, set something up for you. But yeah, I am going a little rogue. You know what? I need to be honest. I've been doing some lurking in multiple channels. And listen, if you start to feel like you might be in a cult, you probably are, because this is some serious shit. Everybody needs to hate everybody. Pick a freaking side, people. Pick a side. You have to pick a side. Now, I don't know which side is the right side. That's not for me to determine. What I will tell you is, whatever side you choose, you will be attacked. Because why? You are in the cult of social media. Welcome to the YouTube cult. Everybody decide. This is important. I'm not going to allow MLH to spread his freaking joy and happiness of feeding the unhoused and asking for donos. Fuck that. He's just trying to spread how freaking grateful he is and say, look what I got and you don't, because I got a Prius. As if anybody would want a freaking Prius. Let's be for real. You couldn't even fit 3 people in that shit, MLH. We got to call this shit out for what it is. I will not have any fence riding. That's right, Breeze. No fence riding at all. You are to hate people. Everybody is going to pull you into their shit, and you're going to have to start deciding. And don't ask for receipts and don't ask for evidence. God forbid you have a real life. God forbid there is a real life and you miss it. Don't ask for them. You just have to take the person's word. Now, whose word? I don't freaking know, but just pick somebody. Pick a lane and stay in the freaking lane. Do you understand? Stay in the lane. Everybody, the rules are very clear. You cannot protect your identity when you're on YouTube. I don't care that YouTube gives you that warning. You need to stand up. That's right. And grift, Sandra. That's very important. Nobody gives a shit. Mexican long hair, short hair, pubic hair, green Prius hair, what you think. Okay. So I don't care if you approve this. I'm telling you, this is the way it's going to be. I am here to help the narrative that you guys all must absolutely pick a freaking side. Yeah, he does got some long ass nose hairs. I'm telling you, Phil, I feel you there. I've tried to get after him for years with them scissors, but he's a little scared. He's a little scared. The little Caucasian people. I don't know what to tell you. We are something to be scared about. But no, Fuzzy, stop typing. Everybody doesn't need to see you all the time. Just sit back, relax. I'm controlling this shit. So we're going to start spreading a different narrative now. Everybody, and I mean everybody, must pick a side. What content creator you're selecting. Don't go into another chat. If you go into another chat and you don't agree with 100% of what they say, holy shit, your shit's going to be called out. This is just the way it is. Sally Ann is on the scare side. Listen, I in all seriousness, I got to let you people know this is some effed up shit. Stop telling people that they need to pick a goddamn side. Okay? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So everybody on this shit is wrong, including me. I am not saying that I am perfect. I have made plenty of mistakes, plenty of them. But I take time now out. YouTube is supposed to be for humor. But holy crap, the ridiculousness of everybody. I am Scrooge. I am here to take away everybody's happiness. And I will win. I will absolutely. The Grinch ain't got shit on me. This is about picking sides, and we're going to start deciding who's worthy. Who's worthy? Because, listen, I am not white knighting for none of these people. I don't care what you say. I am on my side. Hashtag Team Scrooge. My side. I am picking my side. If y'all don't like it, by all means, come in here and say you don't like it. I don't care. These people that want to go around talking shit about, oh, MLH is doing this and MLH is doing that. His channel's all filled with hate. Really? It's all filled with hate. Thanks for watching and not saying that you're watching, right? I'm not going to get ROs for people. That's just absolutely stupid and ridiculous. I'm just going to sue all you MFers. I want all your money. And listen, if I sue you all, think about it. If I sue 1 million of you and I only win $1, that's $1 million. 1 million of tax-free donos without ever having to pick up a single Cash App or PayPal. I want it all. You greedy bastards. All of it. Send the donos. Send today. Send right away. Ellie needs them donos. All of them. So who should I sue first? I don't know. Let's see. Question. Are you on boss side? Who's boss? Am I the boss? I don't know. And let's define sides. What exactly, when you say you have to support this person or that person, what is the definition of support? Does that mean that I'm financially backing them? Does it mean that I watch every single one of their videos and I can't possibly go to sleep or miss a live? Does it mean that I have to agree with everything they say? Exactly what does it mean? Well, I mean, if you're going to give some out, Southern Yankee, maybe, I don't know. I've never had it, but it might sound good. I don't know. I don't know what that does, but let me know, and then maybe I'll decide there. Joko, you might be in the wrong one for this one, but thanks for being here, because I got to think of why I don't like you. Oh, you know what? I don't like you, Joko, because I have to hate you because you're not here enough. You're absolutely not here. Oh, look, he's sending the donos, Becky. That does not take away from you trying to act like you are the only person who's Mexican that can cook shit. How many recipes are you going to give us? You haven't done any of them. You can't buy my love. You can't buy my love. Brenda trying to come with the cool name, thinking she's so freaking cool all the time, going to chats. And I see trying to play the innocent one, making here, always coming in with his beers and shit, drinking. Come on, you guys know you got a side. You know you got a side. You know you do. Now, just for a minute, and it won't be long, but just for a minute, I think I might, Boss Talks podcast. Well, Sky, I don't really know Boss to say that I pick a side. I don't know. What do you mean? Do I pick a side? I've seen some of his programs. Do I think he's right with some things? Of course I do. Do I think he's right with everything? No. Do I think I'm right with everything? Well, probably. You know what? In the spirit of hating everybody, I have to say that I'm probably right about absolutely everything because I've never made any mistakes. Do I like Boss Talk? Sure, I like him. I don't have anything against him, but this is an equal opportunity hating. So I gotta hate Boss Talks too then, because he thinks his mouth is big enough for a receipt, and holy shit, in the YouTube streets, man, you better have a long ass receipt. I haven't seen him stick out that tongue to see if it is, so I don't really know. So I'm not picking a side. Do I dislike a King Charles? Now, see, first of all, the whole King Charles shit, what you did to Diana is just not freaking cool. So, absolutely, I can't go for that. Nope. You're going to have to change it. What should it be? William? Should it be Harry? Who can we pick in the royal family? Or should we just get rid of the whole family? Should we have kings? I don't like the king. I don't know. A double agent? No. Triple agent. I am an equal opportunity hater. This is what the gauntlet has been laid down. We have to hate everyone. Everyone has to be hated. All of us. Nobody can agree or have an opinion anymore. We're not doing this. Now, I'm going to give the unfortunate, because, I'm trying to grow my Scrooge heart 3 sizes. So I'm going to give, the unfortunate 49% Mexican Caucasian who's trying to be Mexican. I'm going to give him a couple minutes to come up and, say how he feels about me taking over this show. But, he's not going to stay for long, You know what? From a poet, I haven't seen you do any rhyme shit. So I don't know why you got the poet there. What are you trying to rhyme? Your name's a little fake. Let's be honest. Okay, I can't like that.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Y'all on 49% or what now?
I'm gonna read the comment on the screen because you're not paying attention. Ellie, do you need a new phone? The 8 you got don't work. How many damn phones does one person need, Ellie?
I need them all.
You need?
I need them all. If you're willing to pay for it, then I am absolutely willing to take them. Listen, nobody tells you to give these donors. Nobody puts a pew to your head and says, do it. So why do you got to hate if I have 9 or 10 phones? Who cares? It's like you going after Scott. For the love of God, people stop. Why do you care how many phones Scott has?
Sally,
maybe he has to change phone companies. Are you paying his bill? No. Hey, what do you care? Let him risk for him.
Sally says, save us from all the hate. I am here to say, Sally, I am grumpy pants today. I'm picking a side today by the end of the show, whenever that is, Scrooge. I'm picking a side because everybody's got to pick a side, right? Nobody.
So you agree?
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'm sick of this shit. Okay. I'm sick of this shit, man. You got to pick a side, plain and simple, right? So, I'm just saying.
Now, I'm not telling anybody what side or to pick or where the sides are. But damn it, you better put in chat publicly right now whose side you're on. I want to see it. Everybody in here. How many people do we have? Because I can't see that part. How many people in here Caucasian wannabe?
63. How dare you?
63. I need to see 63 responses on whose side you're on. I don't care if you are on the cooking channel side, if you're on the knitting side, but pick a damn side.
Here's an example of what we've been seeing. Fuzzy says, here's an example, chat. I always knew there was something wrong with that poet guy. He doesn't even rhyme.
I know, right? There's something suspicious about that when you put poet in there and you can't rhyme. I mean, come on. And his mom told him that. Of course, mommy's going to tell you that. But welcome to YouTube there, poet. Welcome to YouTube. This is how it goes.
Sandra says I pick sideways. There you go, Sandra. But
who is on that sideways? Who's there?
Swan says the only side is good moral people. You ain't bossing me about.
Oh, Swan, I'm sorry, but we absolutely are. This is not your Swan song. We can time you out whenever we want. This is not about morality or rights or what you think you can or cannot do in your life. You are going to pick a damn side.
Cricket
Stop it, people.
With a grifting $2 super chat, Cricket. Pick me. Cricket Cinema says.
For $1.99, pick you. You're a cricket. You're supposed to be silent, Cricket. You're not. And besides, I never liked insects anyway, Cricket. So you just zip it down there. We have to hate you too. Hey, you're a cricket, for God's sake.
Southern Yankee is picking a side, and it's not Chumley's side.
Okay, so she's gone on the record of not picking Chumley's side. Yep. At least somebody can pick a side. Thank you. Right. I appreciate that.
And by the way, Southern Yankee, I've got some jacket. I bought 3 jackets. Don't
stop making this about you. Back to the basement right now. Right now, Caucasian. Back to the basement. Down. You're changing my narrative. Zip it. See, he was trying to make this shit all about him again. This is not about giving, people. This is not. This is about taking. We are going to be takers. We are going to take everybody's
comments on the screen.
I refuse to choose a side. You can't make me. The hell I can't. Now get back in that basement, Mexican, before I call somebody that you don't want. You are going to pick a damn side, people. This is about sides, not right or wrong. Just pick one. Everybody has to. You have to hate. Hate is extremely important. Hashtag 2025 hate club. Let's go. We're going to have the hate wars here. If you can't pick a side, you just don't belong on YouTube screens, people. It has to be hate. Everybody has to be right. It has to be their side, and it's up to us to decide which side that is. Now, individually, I'll let you pick that side. Thank you for addressing it as the cult of MLH, Jackie. That's exactly what this is. It is a cult, people. You have entered the world of social media cult.
I have no idea, Liquid Silk. Okay.
Why do you think you can keep coming up? Stop that shit. I haven't seen any green cards from you proving anything. I don't know if you're really 49% or if you're really 99%. You have shown no receipts of this, MLH, and receipts must be shown. Must be shown. For $99.99, you may take 2 sides. That's true. See, because you can be on the hate list until you show the donos. And then all is forgiven, people. Did you know that? Because I've seen that too. Listen, donos will be accepted. You don't have to technically choose a side. Even if you've chosen a side before, you can come back into the side you didn't choose as long as you do it with the donos, right?
Thank you, CBF.
Donos are important.
Thank you, CBF.
We're not thanking CBF for shit. Stop thanking anybody. She said, okay, I picked my side. Yes, Brenda, you can pick your side. Dead ant. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, you gotta go because nobody likes no fucking avocados anyway. Let's put that shit clear. And you timed me out earlier and I didn't appreciate that. So I have to hate you too. Okay. First of all, nobody likes avocados. Didn't know there was any avocado farmers. And when you try to time people out and shit, I don't appreciate that. So this is a hate stream. Dead Ant, you are part of that hate too. We are not going to be exclusive here in who we hate. This is it. This is it. $49.99. Talk to me for 5 minutes. That might be a per minute charge here. Let's be honest. Okay. Susan P, you need to pick a side. I haven't seen you before in here today. So if you're just catching in, this is the I hate everybody. Sorry. Because if you're supposed to be Susan Paris, I've never been there. So I think you're a little braggadocious with that. So I can't like you and you need to pick a side. I don't care what side you pick. I'm not telling you what the sides are. You just need to pick it. Because this is the rules now.
I pick mac and cheese.
I can't tell you between who because I don't know between who, Susan, because everybody is saying you need to pick a side. So for everybody's sake, pick a damn side. Now, you can pick the cuddly puppy side. You can pick the knitting side, the librarian side, the cooking side. I don't care. You can pick the tutorial side. You can pick the rainbow side. I don't care. Just pick a side. You know, you're being a little selfish about picking you there. I notice, Susan. Stop copying off of everybody else. Taco sides is good. Barbara, taco sides is okay. So you're picking tacos. But wait a minute, Barbara. If you're picking tacos, are you being racist? Are you trying to just pick the Mexican side? Why does it got to be tacos? Why couldn't you pick another food? Do you see what I mean? Now, French fries. French fries technically isn't from France. So are you actually Southern Yankee making a slur against the French, trying to get people to believe that? I am saying sides. No, not sideburns, because MLH. Yeah, no. He's got a thing about scissors and shit. So we can't have that. Look at the chin hairs. Shit, even the troll channels have to call his chin hairs out. They call them chin hairs, pubic hairs. You know, we got to go with that, right? We got to go with that because we can't laugh at ourselves. We're just a hate
How dare
channel.
you all? How dare you all?
It's just a hate channel. This is all about being hate. Pick a side. Every one of you, every content creator that has been live for the last week, I am talking to you. Every channel that has added another channel into your shit, I'm talking to you. Every person that's typed in the chat, I'm talking to you. Because you all, let's call it out for what it is. You want to blame everything on the content creators, and they are responsible for certain things. Okay, you want to blame everything on the mods because holy shit, we're responsible for everything because, well, you know, we do all control the content creator, especially me being the controller. Thanks for that one. That's why I'm controlling this stream and took it over.
Can I say something?
You wait. Excuse me. You wait. This is my channel. Okay, my channel. Caucasians first here. Hashtag shout out to the Caucasians. Right? Right? Because we got to pick a side. Right? Got to do that. Did you ever think for 1 second that your chatters and their alts are going into multiple channels, bringing up other content creators, and you're falling for this bait? You have to pick a side. I literally just watched it. Somebody bringing up this channel specifically with information that I did not have, and neither did the Caucasian Mexican have, on what was going to happen on his show. So apparently, the problem is that, you know, we're being directed on what is going to happen based on what chatters and alt accounts say, you know, to this content creator. And then go over this one. Guess what so-and-so said about you? As if these content creators are not self-absorbed enough for you to think for 1 minute that they watch all the other content creators' shit. So when you want to act like you're not part of this shit, let me tell you that you 100% are. Because I will absolutely tell you 100% that this Caucasian Mexican channel that I took over does not watch half the shit. Doesn't. Because he too thinks sometimes he's too important. He might watch something if somebody sends it to him, of course, and then addresses on that. And I'm not just trying to call him out for that. I'm equally calling all of you out for that. Every one of you do it. Every one of you are sending something to your favorite streamer or that you want to pretend is like you're their friend and saying, guess what so-and-so is? Guess what? Mexican long hair just said your name. Oh my God. So now you got to react without even watching it or taking it out of context or not listening. Every one of you are so full of yourselves. And every one of you chatters are doing it that I decided that I was controlling this and I was going to hate you all equally. And you can all hate me equally. So you can say whatever you want, but honestly, oh, no. Listen, peaceful dragon. You say peaceful, but then you're blowing fire. And we're supposed to love you. Come on, let's be honest. And Cinderella. Now, if you have to say your name twice, it's kind of like an oxymoron. So we have to hate you too, right? Because you want to be the princess, Fab Daddy. No. See, now you come in always trying to hit on people and take shit. We can't like you either. And listen, anything that happens, if somebody tells you, you need to believe this. Okay, so if somebody tells you that somebody is accused of a crime, it doesn't matter if they've never been arrested for it, and if the victims have publicly spoken out, but never, done anything legally or did any police action. Doesn't matter. Pick a side. And then when they change their mind or whatever and say, no, we don't want this, but they put their shit out on social media. No, you can't say what you think. No, can't. Now, Chief, you know that I don't like the Chiefs, so I gotta hate you too. Sorry. Gotta hate you all. It's just, does anybody truly see the hypocrisy that is going on with these channels? And if you notice, I'm not calling out a specific channel because I'm addressing you all. Your nonsense and your hate is ridiculous. But if you want me to pick a side, I have chosen my side and to hate everybody equally.
She chose me.
I just want to know if you're all happy now. Is that what you wanted? You wanted everybody here to pick sides. We're all picking them. Are you happy now? Is it enough? Is it enough that you call out certain people, but then you don't call out your other friends that are involved in criminal shit, have admitted to being involved in criminal shit and showed evidence, but yet you support them, but you don't support the other side? Every one of these channels that are calling out something from somebody else equally has somebody that there is an exception to that rule. They don't have to call them out. I dare one of them to come into this chat and say, as a content creator that is doing this shit, making people choose sides, that you are not supporting criminal acts of your friends. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Because you won't. Because you know that you have an agenda. And people are pushing that agenda. And it's not good for the mental health. Have fun with this shit. I'm not getting into any of your beefs. You can't make me get into your beefs unless you want me to just hate you all equally. You're saying that I'm not telling anybody to unsub. You know why you're not? Because you know that the drama is selling and people are going to go back and forth because they want to see what you're saying and then they got to see what the other person's going to retort and they got to keep going back and forth. Yeah. Like I'm watching a tennis match.
By saying I don't want you to unsub, you know what that means.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. It is crazy.
Yeah. What's up, Anna from Canada? I'm Grumpy Pants today. And we have to pick a side. So, Anna, what side are you picking?
Oh, Anna just got here. Anna. Okay, listen. The fact that you have Canada and won as if your country is number one, we have to hate you. We have to hate you. Okay? You make this too much about you, and we can't. So you are part of this hate stream on why I had to take it over. I'm sorry. I thought you were a nice person, but I got to hate you. I have to. I'm forced to pick a side. And my side is to hate everybody equally. So Anna from Canada, I'm sorry, but you're a bad actor and you have been canceled. Stop thinking that Canada's number one. Everybody knows the USA has to be number one, right? We have to pick a country. We have to. The government tells us so.
How many bad actors do we have in chat here? Okay, so we named Anna.
Hold on. Well, before I can answer that question, how many people are in chat?
76 now.
Then we have 76 bad actors. Not one of you are above the other. Every single one of you are a piece of crap. We can't stand any of you. We enjoy just letting you come here so we can hate on you all and spread all because that's the way everybody wants it in this community. Everybody wants a side. So the lines have been drawn.
Okay, Brenda says, okay, this is funny. All I could see it was this at one point, Brenda. I hate anyone that's not getting 8 inches of, and that's all I saw, Brenda, until it scrolled up and then it said snow today.
I hate snow. I hate anybody who lives in a place that doesn't get snow. I have to hate you too. Even if you're in the US, I have to hate you. I have to hate you.
Oh, Wendy. Well, I got a bone to pick with Wendy. Why are you so windy? Why can't it just be calm? Call me.
But and wait a second. Cricket brings out a good point. Only 27 likes,
This is an
and there's 67 in here.
no,
So
75.
you know what?
75 people.
75 people in here. So all the people who didn't hit the like button, I have to hate you too.
So disappointing. So
And
disappointing.
just put it in chat that you didn't hit the like. You should declare that you hate this channel. Absolutely.
I'm taking Beachcomber off of the bad actors list just because she's like, at last I've made it to the bad actors list. You're off the bad actors list, Beachcomber, just because of that.
No, she's not. Listen, her bragging with the sun and shit, like her shit don't stink. Stop. She's on the list. We can't stand her either. She got to go. Every one of these people, you mofos in chat, all 75 of you, you got to go. You got to go. Oh, shit. Southern Yankees adding 5 more victims to the hate club. Shit, now I got to hate 5 more people. I hope they're not new or lurkers and shit.
Are you proud of yourself, Southern Yankee? You just caused 5 extra people to be on the bad actors list that may or may not be in this chat. Are you
and
proud of
Liquid
yourself?
Silk 101. Who are you teaching? What are you doing? Are you trying to do like a Rapunzel spinning shit? Are you part of that whole thing and making people pick sides? Well, what's your side? Say it. Say what it is. Swan, I don't know why you're dying here, but this is some serious shit.
Oh, look at this. Look at this love bombing, Bella. You're in the bad actors. She says, I have really missed Ellie. Don't try to suck up to Ellie.
Bella, there is no sucking up. I can't stand you, Bella. First of all, you're trying to take my dog's name. Okay, my dog's name is Bella. Everybody knows that. Stop making this shit about you. I am so sick of you people thinking that you can be open-minded, that you can think for yourself, that you can make your own decisions, and that people can have good points and still be wrong. How dare you think this shit? Stop it.
Wendy, the mother excuse doesn't work. Just because your mother gave you that name does not mean that you're not in our crosshairs at all.
Your mom spelled Wendy with an I, for frick's sake, Wendy. Yeah. Really? Your mom's not getting any love here either.
That's
absolutely not. I am going to let it out, Barb. I'm so sick of this shit. You got no idea.
Adam Carmona is in the house. Okay, Adam, Mr. I come up with funny things all the time to say in chat. Yeah, you're on a bad actor list too, Adam Carmona.
Adam, please. You're named after a freaking ant, for Christ's sake. If that's not enough to put you on the bad actors list, I don't know what is.
Oh, and Pluck.
Adam Ant, get it? So who are you really supporting, Adam? We know you're supporting Sky. You're just not saying it.
Oh, and Pluck. I've been a bad actor since DC. Well, welcome to the new Bad Actors Club, Pluck. And Phoenix Book Girl, all fucking sunny in Phoenix right now, where half of the country is all cold and shit. How dare you?
And Pluck, who are you trying to take apart with that name? You want to pluck what? You want to pluck other people's, independent thinking to push shit to your side? You're on the bad actors list. I can't. Besides, you know what? You once supported Sky. You can't just change your mind now. That's not how the rules work. You can't decide after taking time how this is going to be. The rules have been drawn. Do you understand? And Mart, hold on. I got to address Mart. Mart, we can't take your damn shit no more. Nobody can say your freaking name for the love of God. Why can't you just make your name Mart, M-A-R-T, so people stop like me who called you Martha? Stop that shit. Just name it Mart. If your mom couldn't spell, that is not our fault. So spelling is an absolute strike. We cannot like you. You are on the bad actors list. And I'm sorry, but we've all decided that you have to be canceled, Mart. This is the rules. This is the rules, and this is the way it goes.
Excuse me, Neuropsych. You cannot make sense in here. Says most of YouTube is a bad soap opera. Excuse me, Neuropsych. Where is your evidence for that? Where's the receipts? Where's the receipts, Neuropsych?
And what's wrong with soap operas? You know what? At least with that shit, you could go 5 years and not watch it and go back, and you haven't missed anything. You know the Newmans are still in The Young and the Restless. They ain't going nowhere. You know the Forsters are still in The Bold and the Beautiful. Shit has to happen here.
Liquid Silk is getting close here. At what point of the rant does the grifting start? Excuse me, you should be
no, hold on. Here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. We can absolutely do the grifting here. If you think the Caucasian Mexican should be in the basement, by all means, just send on a little super chat and I will kick his sorry Mexican half ass in the basement for you.
And
I have
Barbara,
no loyalties to this dude. I don't know who he thinks he is.
look at this Barbara Vodopest in here. Like, what? I mean, really? A Mexican with the name Vodopest? I mean, come on, Barbara. I mean, you got to do better than that. I mean, what is going on here? I know she hasn't taken a
Hello, when your first name and last name have to start with the same letter, as if we believe you. Come on, baby. We know what you're trying to do here. Oh, look. Nora's in chat. It says, as a content creator, I do not support criminal acts of anyone, period. Well, then, if that's the case, Nora, since you're saying that, and I'm not calling anybody out, I do have to say, when you support somebody who is with somebody who admitted that they sexually assaulted somebody through a confession, that is a support, not standing with the woman. I'm just saying, sides have to be drawn here. We cannot make exceptions for the rules.
Pick a side.
Everybody has to pick a side. I'm sorry, Nora. I have nothing against you, but sides have to be taken. Everybody. I don't care if you are Aaron, if you are Jenna, if you are Liz, if you are Rabbit. I don't care who you are. Everybody picks a side. Everyone. There's no exception. KK, Kenny. Where the hell is Kenny? That son of a bitch. Who's calling themselves crackhead, first of all? That should have been everybody's first clue to think you were screwed up. We can't like you either.
Cancel.
We can't.
Cancel.
Enough is enough, Kenny. Kenny, how many channels has to be taken for you to learn that you are canceled? Stop this shit. Nobody can support these people. Nobody can support anybody on YouTube. Nobody can have a side. Everybody's got to call it out. This is the way it is. And when you call it out, you better have all the facts. And holy shit, you got to make sure that nobody's taking anything back. And listen, we can only have women that are victims. We can't have men that are victims because God knows none of them have been assaulted physically, sexually, or anything else. We got to make it sexist. You got to pick a side. So if you are a woman, you can never take the man's side. And if you are a man, you can never take the woman's side because those are the rules of law, people.
This is ridiculous, Ellie. There's 100 people in here and there's 42 likes, for fuck's sake.
That's because those other 58 people know exactly that we hate them. It's okay. I don't like them bastards. I don't like the 48 people that hit the like button. I don't like none of you. I have to equally hate you all because them the rules. Them the rules. It's just the way it is. And I told you, Nora, I told you. Specifically, do you want me to name names of people? Now, I'd have to see more of it. And I don't hate you, Nora. I don't. But you people, and when I say you people, I mean all of you, want somebody to pick a side. Is anybody sick and tired of Aaron with the whole norovirus shit, making people pick a side and say how she's is anybody sick of that? Because I, for one, don't give a fuck if Nora's a female or not. It's pretty freaking gross. It's disgusting. I can't stand it. It makes me ill. I'm not sub to his channel. Okay. But Nora, honey, I got to be honest with you. The whole Reese thing and the Tommy thing, big old freaking goose egg, disgusting there. Wouldn't want somebody there. The whole 86 thing. No, he can't come back into the chat. Remember what he did before? No, we can't have that. It can't be about the donos. Everybody is not right 100% of the time. I've told you people, I don't agree with MLH 100% of the time. I tell him when he's wrong. I don't agree with me 100%. I'm probably really stupid for doing this freaking live right now. But I just got to the point where I'm going to be honest. As somebody who likes to go in and watch people's channel, it's very uncomfortable and very uninviting, okay, to hear that these sides have to be drawn and that people need to decide who they are. My beef doesn't have to be with everybody you beef with. I want to be able to type in your chat and it be okay. But I feel like there's going to be an attack if I don't. I can't be the only person that feels that way, that will watch a channel but is scared to type in the chat because you feel like maybe that means that you've picked the wrong side for somebody else. And you can't pick that side.
We got a Slappy supporter in here. Let me address this real quick, okay?
No, let people support him too. Who gives a shit? I don't care who supports him.
Hold on. They're calling me out for something here,
and I don't even see who it is. So can you highlight it so I can see it?
I wanna address this, okay?
Okay, go ahead, Ethan.
Ethan ER says car registration occurs every year in Colorado. Why did you say that it was an unexpected expense when you needed to pay your car?
Because he's a grifter, for fuck's sake. He's on YouTube to make money.
Okay, hold on, Ellie. Let me just for the record say, Ethan ER, and I know you're a troll on the troll account, what you call it account, a sock account, right? Because all of you guys are cowards that do this, right? Let me just bring this up to you, okay? You forget about things, right? Forgive me for forgetting about something, but I got to handle Ethan ER like a man, right? I didn't need to make a call out to the entire world to help me with that, right? So, if you heard it on the stream, it doesn't mean that I'm grifting like your master's grifting, right? And then he says, do you support Aaron's behavior? Are you fucking kidding me, Ethan ER? You haven't been paying attention. You're just stirring shit. Get the fuck out of here. I will.
Okay, do me a favor. Can you please highlight Nora's comment to me? Because I want to address that.
I'm coming. Hold on. Here we go.
So she says, okay, Ellie, you are being gross. I don't know how I'm being gross. Be more specific. And actually, people are upset. I believe that. I am one of those people that are upset. You think this is hilarious? No, I actually don't think this is hilarious. But I am trying to use humor to show people how difficult this is being made for people, on how they're having to be forced to choose sides and to call things out. And maybe it's not your intent, and maybe it's not other people's intent, but it is a lot. I don't agree with a lot of shit that I hear people say. Even the stuff they're saying about you is quite gross. Okay. I was honest with you when we were on stream that I don't agree or like everything that you say, but I'm not going to hate you because other people tell me that I should hate you. I'm not going to do that. But to make people, to put them on into your beef is ridiculous. It's almost uncomfortable. Like, I can never type in those other people's chat. I don't think people realize what they are truly doing. I don't think that this is funny. I'm choosing to use humor with it as my way of dealing it and trying to show content creators that, listen, you can have a beef with somebody. Nobody asks. Just don't bring everybody into it. Don't make people choose sides. Everybody's doing it. And it's so hard on the heart. It truly is. I might watch a stream. It doesn't mean that I support that person.
Let me just break it down for anybody out there, for the people in the back listening. Okay. I don't take sides. You know what I do? I do what I do. And what people choose to do is what they choose to do. All right. One thing you will never hear me say is, don't go in anybody else's chats, because if you do, I'm going to ban you, or you're a bad actor. Right. This is what's going on right now. Everybody is telling everybody else, and it's been uncomfortable for a lot of fucking people, right? Go, so-and-so is a piece of shit because of A, B, and C, right? So you're telling your echo chamber that person's a piece of shit because of A, B, and C. And then they're on your side and they believe in you, right? And then it becomes where that person may like both of you, and now is put in a position where they have to take a side, right? Nora, there are people that like me and that like you. Do you understand? That's how it works. There are people that like you and like Aaron, or vice versa. There are people that like, I don't know, fucking Slappy, and they like me at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. There's no reason as a content creator to say you have to hate this person. Now, somebody's going to come back and say, MLH, all you do is talk about Slappy and how awful he is, right? So that's not what I do. I do stuff out of humor and point out the bullshit that Slappy does all the fucking time. And he's an endless buffet of content, right? People being able to um, uh, say things and do things and all this type of shit. There's no picking sides. There's no picking sides. Pippi says my side is definitely not yours. Well, I don't know what I did to you, Pippi.
Well, no, but good for Pippi for saying that.
Yeah.
If she's comfortable saying that in here, and I don't have any problem with Pippi. I actually miss Pippi. I don't know why there's hate or shade, and I don't know what happened, but it's none of my business. Pippi has never done anything to me. But if Pippi doesn't like MLH, unless she's referring to me, and then just tell me, and that's okay. But she doesn't have to like MLH. I don't always like MLH. I'm not going to lie. I don't always like me. Hence, I didn't go to the freaking, how do we want to call this? The place where people make you hug yourself all day for a few weeks because I liked myself. I absolutely didn't. I give, and I know people get upset that there are times where I defend Nora. That's because at least Nora is in therapy and she is trying. And I appreciate that. Doesn't mean that I agree with her all the time, but I respect that. More than somebody who doesn't, or who talks down to people, or manipulates people who don't go and don't think they need that. But we can all make our own decisions. But since multiple people, I'm not talking about one, multiple people have asked people to publicly choose sides, I'm like, what the hell is going on? Why do we have to? What happens if I type into Nora's chat? Can I now not type into somebody else's chat because somebody doesn't like them? So now they're not going to like me because I typed in their chat. Oh my God. What if Natalie went live and I typed in her chat? Oh shit. Now I'm on the shit list
You're
from the people from people in Nora's chat. Or if Rabbit went live, like that's my thing. Listen, if you want to call somebody out, then do that. But these content creators, if you think they all watch everybody else's shit, they don't. MLH, I assure you, if he sits here on this panel and tells you he watches the majority content of these other streamers, he is lying to you. And I have receipts to prove that.
Well,
he will pop in and say hello and everything else. But I love him, but he's got the attention span of a tsetse fly. Okay.
Well,
so he doesn't, but I still love him.
I don't think it's that.
Oh, yes, it is, honey. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Jen De Leon, what's up? Nice to have you here. Look, I am one to not be a fence rider, but also not pick a side, right? That's not being a fence rider. That's being careful. There's a difference between being a fence rider and being careful. Let's see.
That's correct. Free to be me. Free to be me, says Ethan. Of course, it's not okay with abuse, but not speaking up does not mean that I support or approve it. None of us approve or condone that. None of us do. Do you see anybody in there saying rah, rah, rah? I mean, holy shit. But then the minute you pick that side and then whoever they're beefing with makes up.
I love this.
Who's on the shit list the minute you pick a side?
Susan P.
The minute you pick it.
This is perfect. I support who I want, how I want, when I want, and with my money if I want. If I don't like you, I don't watch you. In fact, I don't watch 90% of the people I used to. I won't pick sides. That right there, Susan, is number one, how everybody should treat these YouTube streets, right? It's a dog eat dog world out here, right? But I'm not going to sit here and try to say, well, this person's awful, that person's awful, you shouldn't do this and that and the other. I mean, I will tell you how shitty fucking Man Bear Pig is, because he is, right? But if you want to go watch him, feel free to do so. It's a free country, right? Many things can be true at the same time. And that's what people have a hard time reconciling, right? You can like two different people that are on opposite sides of an issue, right? Am I right or wrong, Ellie?
You're
You
right.
you can not like somebody because they did something egregious and like someone else. That not everybody likes me. They think some people think that I'm just one big facade, right? That I do things just for clicks and views, like even on something as Ellie, I never thought in a million years that going out and helping people would cause such controversy, right? I've got people out there thinking that when I go do that, it's disgusting. We've heard that before, right? Disgusting what I do with giving out hot dogs to homeless people. I've heard if I folded every time somebody told me that what I was doing was wrong or disgusting, you guys would never see me. But I know what I'm doing. I know what's in my heart. And I know what's right, what's wrong. I know what the right side of things, you know?
And let's be honest. And listen, I don't know who they are, but I'm going to ask MLH not to say anything. I just know that there have been, so he can just say yes or no. He didn't tell me who, but he did tell me about them. You would be surprised, just in the last few days, how many people have emailed MLH to pick sides and pick up somebody else's agenda, being forced to.
Or try to force, because nobody can force me to do anything.
I don't think maybe the content creators aren't aware of what's happening, or maybe nobody else is calling this out, that so many people are getting involved. That, listen, if you have a beef and you want to call somebody out because of something they did, more power to you. I'm not going to stop you. You want to call out Aaron and his behavior and poor behavior, go for it. Do it.
Yeah.
Just don't bring everybody else into it. You want to call MLH out for giving out some dirty water hot dogs? Go for it. But don't take that to Nora's chat.
Yeah.
If you want to call out, Natalie, because for whatever reason you want to call her up because she didn't do something or because she had straights on his thing, then do that. But don't make others do it, because I'm just saying how you're making us feel. And I am curious how many people are willing to be honest. If you feel honestly, and don't just do it because I'm asking, but truly, honestly, if you feel that you have been forced in some way to pick a side, whether it's from the mods, whether it's from the channel content creator, or it's from, the simpy simps or the chatters, to pick a side, put a 1 in chat. If you have not felt that way, pick a 2. I'm not saying that you have. I'm just saying if you felt that you were made to pick a side or that lines have to be drawn, put a 1 in chat. I am curious how many other people are feeling the hurt that I'm feeling, that people have to pick a side. That if you believe one person and not the other, or think that there's more to the story, because everybody's going to put their narrative, so we don't know the whole truth. There's this person A's truth, and then person B's truth, and then there's somewhere in the middle's truth.
Yeah. So let me talk about this real quick. Give me a second here, Ellie. Nobody, and I mean nobody, manipulates me. Okay. I am not one to be manipulated. I can snuff it out. I can see it a mile away. I'm not infallible. Don't get me wrong. I have made mistakes in the past, not major ones. I never make huge major earthquake, changing fucking mistakes, but I have made a few in the past. I'd say minor to medium mistakes in the past. And I am doing what a man should do, owning up to those mistakes and going forward, right? So when I see somebody trying to do these things to me, I know what's going on. Is my mic too low, Mandy?
I don't think so. God help her. She can't turn up her volume, but I like Mandy. So, she says, turn up the mic, turn up the mic. But
all right, turning up the mic.
I might have to hate Mandy for that. Actually, I do. Mandy, I hate you for saying that MLH has to turn up his mic because I can hear him loud. So welcome to the hate club. We got to hate you too.
Yeah. Okay. I turned it up a little bit.
Oh, hold on. Can I just hate Jen DeLeon too? Because she's got to have 5. How many channels do you got to have, Jen DeLeon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy shit. Your name is not that important that you got to have 5 with the same channels. Stop it. I got to hate you too.
Oh, man. Let's see. Down the rabbit hole. Hit the like. What's up, down the rabbit hole? Look, we're talking about picking sides here. There's no sides to pick. I'm not going to be gullible enough to eat or drink the Kool-Aid, as they say, and start a fucking war with anybody. I'm not doing it. I'm not picking any sides. You know what I do? I do what I do best. I get on here, and if I'm not, which the past few months, or I could say now 8 months, I've been on this slappy kick, right? And slapping him around left and right because he deserves every bit of it. His path of destruction has left many a victim, but also many a survivor. So all I did was put a spotlight on him, and I'm moving him towards the corner that he's eventually going to be in. That's the mission on this channel, is to follow that journey, right, of the slappy mouse as he's going inside this maze, and eventually getting him to a point where he's in a corner. Do you guys realize that Petty Lane, yes, this is not childish. You can have your own thoughts and like who you want. I agree with that, and that's the whole point of this. You can have your own thoughts and like who you want. I've said it several times. I'm not telling people, hey, you got to just listen to me. That's not the case. Slappy was the original Choose Sides guy, and it's a perfect example and a perfect analogy for this, Adam Carmona, right?
Noro Psych 93 brings out a good point. Mods have some power though. If they time out or block, then the content creator doesn't know, to be fair. Well, if that's the case, like I have always said before, the content creator should not only be able to trust their mods, but they should be checking on at least a weekly basis if people are blocked, keeping a list of that and asking their mods, did you block this person and why?
Yeah,
because they shouldn't. I don't block anybody unless the content creator tells me to do so.
No. Well, and there's certain rules on this chat that if they're not followed, then that's ground. Like if somebody came in here and started attacking Nora for her sexuality, or anybody else in chat for their sexuality, they'd immediately be jettisoned out. It's happened before, and I'm sure it'll happen again. There are certain chat rules, and I agree with you, Rabbit. Never pick sides. Everyone is entitled to do what they want without being bullied, harassed, or blamed for anything. One thing I don't do is tell people what to do, and neither do I.
Wait, hold on. Can I address that too, though?
Yeah.
Since she's in here, and I like Rabbit.
Yes.
Okay, I do. So, Rabbit, I hope you don't take this in the wrong way, except for how it's truly meant. I saw your video that you did addressing Nora, and those are your feelings. But in my opinion, I didn't think that it was necessary for you to bring in MLH into the context of that video at all. It presented to me as if being somebody who is not just his friend or mod, but as a viewer, that what does MLH have to do with this? He didn't say anything. He didn't ask for it. You could have gotten your point across without doing that, but you entered. And that's what I mean by the content creators saying things that enter somebody else into the beef that is not necessary. And I don't mean that to be hurtful. I just mean that it wasn't necessary to bring up MLH's stream to prove your point on what you wanted to say on things that were said about you. You have absolutely the right to defend yourself and to say what you want. But I didn't think it was necessary to bring MLH into that conversation. That's all I'm saying. It's only my opinion. that I didn't think it was necessary. It is what it is, and I'm sure that and Becky, you can disagree with anything that you want. You're welcome to. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. You know, I just don't think that other people having to choose or be put into the position to be then entered into somebody's war is a good idea. You know, that's all I'm saying. I'm not going to hate Nora because people don't like what she says. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely don't agree with things that she says, but I don't agree with 100% of everyone, you know, but I'm not going to stop watching Rabbit's stuff either. So, you know, I mean, unless somebody takes me out and blocks me, that's okay. You know, I still want to watch Nora's stuff. You know, if I don't like what her message is, I choose to leave. But it doesn't mean that she's a bad person. You
No,
know,
look,
she can have what we perceive, our perception of bad things or bad ways of handling it.
no, look, I've said
But
it.
two things can be right at the same
Look,
time.
I've been friendly with Nora and Rabbit and anybody else involved in this whole thing. I'm kind of the one stream, right, where people can come together. And there's lots of people in my channel at any given time that just don't like each other. That's what the block button is for. You can block a person, but you can still see the value of being in someone like Rabbit's channel, somebody like Nora's channel, somebody like my channel. There's plenty of space for everybody. And just for the record, Rabbit did email me. We had a nice, lovely exchange. I consider Rabbit a friend of the channel. And I mean, as far as I know, I mean, Nora and I have always gotten along, except that one time when she was talking over me and I had to, like, you know, regulate on my own channel, which I'm allowed to do, right? It was no big deal. Like if I was talking over her and she had done the same to me, then I would, I would probably laugh it off at some point. And by the way, I think I'm still blocked in Nora's, and Aaron's. I think I am too. I don't know, but I'm not choosing any sides, and I don't choose sides. I'm not a fence rider, but I just do my thing. I'm a content creator, you know. That's the thing, Marth. See, we don't get blocked just because we disagree on certain things. You guys can block each other if you don't like each other, right? And it has happened, right? I've had a myriad of people, not just one set of people, say, I can't stand that person, but I love your channel and I love to be in the chat. So I just block the person. And I always tell them that's exactly what we need more of. Okay. My channel is a safe space for everybody. You know what I mean? It's a safe space for everybody, whether you're Rabbit, Nora, anybody in chat here. I'm not picking on you, Nora and Rabbit. I'm just, seeing. I'm blocking MLH on panel, Becky says.
So am I, Becky. You got no idea. And Rabbit, I don't want you to take what I said the wrong way. And I truly hope that you understand the way I meant it. I mean, I tried to make a joke out of what this stream was to kind of really share, not just mine, but I know a lot of other people's how they've been made to feel to pick sides and choose sides. You know, I've had, and this person's in chat, and they don't know, but I've seen them in another chat say something about me, and not in a mean way, but just in a comment regards to me defending Nora. And I did listen to some of that stream that Nora did, that 5-hour stream, and I did hear the part about when she came up on the panel, and she was not correct when she said that the whole panel and chat was going after her. That was not a true statement, Nora. So I think you should go back and watch that, because it was one of the streams that I defended you and told Doug that I think he needed to calm down. But I also respected how MLH had to separate that. I think that Doug had a right to speak and say how he felt, but he was getting a little too animated for me, and I was worried about him and his health, and I said so. But I also stated that Nora has the right to say how she feels since her name was brought up and to defend herself. And I instantly corrected Doug when he said something about you attacking me and that wasn't true. So even though Doug is a very good friend of mine, as a friend, I feel that I am obligated to also tell him when I think he's wrong. And he was wrong for what he was saying because it wasn't true. I never said that you attack me. Now you say I'm gross, so maybe I will be the target. I don't know. You're welcome to do that. But I'm just keeping it 100% real, you know, that, listen, everybody's not going to like me. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. It is an issue that I work with because, of course, I want to be liked. Of course I do. I don't know who doesn't want to be liked. And it does hurt your feelings. But I am learning to block those people. I understand that Nora has a lot of animosity towards Aaron, a lot, and he has a lot with her, but it has nothing to do with me. Nothing. I might not choose to watch Aaron because I don't like the shit that he does, but that doesn't make my beef with, or my opinion with Aaron have anything to do with his actions towards others. Maybe they're just his actions towards me.
Let me squash a bunch of shit here. There's no problems between Rabbit and I and Nora and I. None of it. Okay. I understand what's going on fully. I'm fully in control of my channel and what goes on here. Right. All the other fucking shit is just noise to me. Right. The Nora Aaron beef and all that shit. I'm singularly focused on one thing, and that's to see somebody that we all can't stand go to fucking prison. Okay. I think we can all agree on that, right?
Thank you, Rabbit. I appreciate that. And I respect you as well.
There's one thing that I want to make very clear to everybody, okay? I will see this Slappy thing to the end because he is the one that deserves to be in jail right now. Okay. And I've said it from the beginning. There's been a singular focus on this, not because I'm obsessed or because of the crew is obsessed or anything, but anytime, and Ellie, you can vouch for me on this. Anytime that somebody when Slappy did what he did to Ellie, right? This is a long succession of things that he's done that he should be in prison for, right? So I don't normally advocate for the jailing of almost anybody unless they do egregious crime things, right? So after he did what he did to Ellie, there was a long period of time where I couldn't do fucking shit. Why, Ellie?
Because I begged you not to.
Because you told me, please don't do it. Because you had already been through enough. And I respected that enough to wait months before I took any action on my channel. It was a long, drawn, thought out thing that I had to reconcile, right? Reconcile with myself to not address what I really wanted to address until I couldn't take it anymore. And finally, I told Ellie, this shit's got to stop. Okay. This shit of watching this menace to society, right? This menace to society, right? To try to put a focus on exactly why everybody is feeling the way that they do about this guy. A lot of great fucking people. Okay. I can think of Ham It Up, for instance. I can think of Becky. I can think of definitely Ellie. I can think of Matt and Jaylyn. If we want to go back, right? It's a fucking pattern. It's a pattern with this guy. And it happened over and over. And finally, I told Ellie, I can't take it anymore. He's going to hurt way more people. So now the focus, right? Now, after Eric and Streets had said to everybody, you know what? Slappy needs to be called out, right? It needs to be called out, and it needs to be talked about, and we need to have a focus. So this channel became the beacon, the focus, the spotlight onto exactly what he was doing and why he was doing it, and the people that he harmed, and all of the stuff that we've covered on this channel in the past 7-8 months now, Ellie, maybe even a little bit longer than that. So there's no picking a side for me. I will not pick a side. You know what my focus is to make sure that I do everything in my power to let everybody know exactly what this fucking piece of shit has been doing for years now, right? Now you got me involved because you decided to take one of my best friends and cause her the harm in her personal life that you did, right? You and others. The complicity is there, Slappy. So that is the whole purpose of what I'm doing here right now. I'm putting a spotlight on somebody that really deserves a spotlight. Because you know what happens when you put a spotlight on a bunch of cockroaches? They scatter. And Ellie, when I first started this channel, I was known as the cockroach scatterer because I'd find a bunch of cops that were doing nothing but wasting taxpayer dollars, and I would simply go up to them and ask them what they were doing. And you would be surprised at the number of cops that would just scatter, right? And that's what we're doing here. We're weeding out the bullshit, peripheral nonsense, and we're focusing in on the singular problem with what happened in this community. Okay, so from now until Slappy goes into jail, that's what we're focused on. And I am friends with a lot of people in the community. There are people that don't care for what I do. It's a little bit too much, and I understand that. But you know what? YouTube is a huge place. There are literally millions and millions of content creators that you can find what you're looking for. But it just so happens that I got a good contingency of people that are here to see what we have to say because it's relevant to the subject matter. And it's as simple as that, right? Anything to add to that, Ellie?
Yeah, and Poet pointed out a good fact, and so did KT PETA with, I was more concerned about others, but that, I've been put through a lot of crap for absolutely no reason. And people chose a side because they were told to.
Yeah.
I was used for content from several content creators as well. And they went along with picking the side. I have never come into this forum. I have never gone up on panel when discussing anything that has happened to me when all this shit went down back in June of 2024. I have never asked any of you to go after any of those content creators who chose that side, who decided to use me as content. Never once did I ask you. Some of them have apologized, some of them haven't, but I have never asked you to take on what was done to me. But in the same token, the people that do it now, where were you defending me? Do you see how that's not right? Your content is important. People go to your channels because they want to hear what you have to say. But everybody should be welcome to be able to voice their opinion to a limit. I agree with the limit. They can't abuse your chat or, the people in there or be disrespectful or anything, but they can respectfully disagree with things just like they do in here. People don't always like me. You know what I mean? And that's okay. And they don't have to agree with me. That's okay. I don't know how many times I got to say I don't agree with myself, or, I think back on what I did and I was wrong, and I'll go and I'll apologize to people. If I did it privately, I'll apologize privately. If I did it publicly, I will. Everybody in here knows that I love you guys. Truly. The stream had humor to it. Yes, Nora, you're correct. I'm sorry if you took it as an offense and that only your jokes are funny. I took it as being comical, okay? Not trying to start beef with you, not trying to start beef with Aaron or anything else. But if we all covered the same content and the same thing and all talked about the same shit, you guys would be freaking exhausted. Yeah. Go wherever you want. I have never told somebody not to support Scott. I don't care if you do.
Yeah.
But those people hate me because I don't support Scott. I guess I should support somebody who did the things that they did to me.
Yeah.
Or some of the other public people who have their channels, who this isn't about, but who decided to use me as content and spread lies to then come back and say, well, they took things out of context. Well, you did a whole 2-hour live hate stream about me, but you posted something that you ended up deleting later. Or you just sent me a private text. Why didn't you do a live saying, you know what? I was wrong with the way that I treated Ellie. I shouldn't have done that. I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, let me address that too. There are several content creators, several chatters, several people in general that have done Ellie dirty that I've never once called out and publicly and shamed them. And there really should be that. But I'm not the channel. I don't do that, right? What I do is I expose bullshit. And that's what I'm doing now. Kim A says, when MVP goes to jail, I won't be around very often. I want justice for Jalen and some others. That's it. I agree with that, Kim A. But I hope that you guys understand that I'm so much more than just talking about Man Bear Pig. Okay. This channel is special in a lot of ways. It's not the 100,000, 200,000 subscribers special like Aaron's or even Rabbit, who's coming up on 100,000. And congratulations, Rabbit. I hope you're still here and you can hear me say that. But I think that what I've grown here truly is something special. I know that a lot of times it's not the most exciting content, but at least it's content. And at least it's heartfelt content, right? When I went out and I did the homeless streams, I don't do it purely for the clicks and views, but I will say that showing receipts for the hard work that the chat did with their donations and all my hard work and Bernie's hard work and Flea's hard work paid off in spades, because it made us all feel better, including everybody in chat, except for the haters.
Hey, Carrie Ann, I love what she said.
What did she say?
We expect content perfection from everyone. I think she meant all the time under bright lights and a microscope. Doesn't mean egregious offenses ought to be tolerated, but one cannot participate. Exactly. We don't have to participate. It doesn't mean you got to speak out against it. You can just, in solidarity, not go to their channel if that's what you want. But I can't be everybody's keeper.
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on. A lot of people expect me, and I do put myself out there quite a bit, Ellie, to try to help where I can. But I am but one person, right? It's going to take a lot of people after all of this is done, right? After Man Bear Pig goes to prison, and I know that there are people that disagree with me, but I truly believe that he will finally get some justice, or at least his victims / survivors are going to get some justice with this thing, right? And I think after that, then we can all begin to heal. We're going to have probably at least 2 weeks of pure celebration, right? A lot of fun, a lot of laughter, a lot of reflection, a lot of just contemplation as to what happened, why it took so long. We can dissect it all, right? As a group, as a community, because this is truly one of the few communities that I've ever been a part of that we all get along in regards to a common cause. And there will be other common causes after Man Bear Pig is long gone, because if you think for 1 second that I'm going to let other bullshit go by and not pointed it out, then you guys don't know me too well. I am a seeker of corruption and a spotlight on said corruption. I do things beyond this channel that are super relevant when it comes to my community, right? My own personal community where I live and breathe in the Denver metro area. And I truly fucking care. And I hope that I just inspire even one more person to feel that same drive, because I tell you what, I'm not going to be able to do this forever. I'm not. And I'm getting older. My back is getting worse. It's harder for me to even bend down to grab anything. I mean, I did the stream, the outreach stream, and I picked up those things of water, and I felt it the next day. Ellie will tell you sometimes I can't even get out of fucking bed. KT Peta says if you can talk shit about someone and lie about them on the live stream, you should be able to apologize sincerely to that person on the live stream, period. I couldn't agree with that more.
Jojo's here. Hi, Jojo. Thank you so much, honey, for coming here, because I love you to death, truly. She says, hey, all, I've been listening, heads bursting, but just wanted to come in and say, I know you have been through so much shit, Ellie. I like and dislike channels. One person definitely needs to go on so we can move on. And listen, I have been through a lot, and I'm sure people think that more than one channel needs to be gone. It's not my goal to make any channel be gone. I want that to be perfectly clear. I don't hold that power. I don't want that power at all. Mm-hmm. There are some channels that I choose not to listen to because of just the evilness and their own actions. You know, I've had people send me clips and I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to vomit. Okay. Just because we don't always call somebody out doesn't mean that we support them.
Yeah. Two things can be true at the same time. Fuzzy says, I always knew MLH was just in it for a new jacket. Speaking of, I did get three new jackets. They were very...
shit. Here he goes with the grifting. Somebody asked when that part's coming. Here it is.
Hold on. I went to Ross and I bought 2 smaller jackets that I wasn't completely enthused with, but you know, the selection at Ross is what it is. So I went on Amazon and I'm like, oh, that looks good. And that one looks cool. And that one's look cool. And I didn't spend that much money. I mean, you know, relatively speaking. Fuzzy says, oh yeah, I already got that one. Down the Rabbit Hole News says, thank you for fostering such a good conversation. Nobody is above reproach. We don't need to agree. To bully and lies to get to another person is not okay, especially when someone is not attacking you. Yeah, Rabbit, I mean, we exchanged emails. I'm not going to tell you the contents of those emails. Everything is okay. There's no, you know, animosity. There's nothing there. I mean, there's nothing to report.
And since I do have to do this, and I hope that this is okay, because it's going to appear that I'm choosing sides, but I'm not, since some people say that I choose Nora's side. And it's not a matter of side. It's a matter of my opinion at the time on a specific situation. I do want to say something else in regards to Rabbit, if I may.
Yeah,
Rabbit did do a stream while Aaron was in jail to help the channel. Again, with 90-something thousand subs, I'm going to go ahead and take a shot in the dark here that Rabbit does not have time to watch a lot of people's other content. She was probably from one of her mods or people sent here to come, in all fairness. But in fairness to Rabbit, when she did that, something wasn't pointed out that I do want pointed out, is that at that specific time that Rabbit did that stream, and I think it was pre-recorded, I don't know, because I just saw that you did it. I didn't watch it, I'm going to be honest. The whole news of what was said and their breakup again before jail and then after jail and everything else, nobody even knew about at that time. So how could Rabbit have known what the new accusations were and what was done if none of us knew?
Right.
I don't think Rabbit has a secret hotline or anybody's calling Rabbit saying, hey, Rabbit, guess what? I'm doing these streams, but yeah, we're not really together. I'm just saying that all the information was not out there. And I'm sure all the information is still not out there. Stop giving them the grift for Christ's sake. But in her defense in this one, from the way I viewed it, and I don't know what her opinion is, and it's none of my business, and she doesn't need to make it public, and maybe her silence is that public thing, but she did not know when she did that stream that the whole blowout was going to happen. I'm just saying that I think that that needs to be pointed out and taken into consideration as well, that I think a lot of people didn't. So, you know, just like I don't want to pick sides. I'm not picking Rabbit's side. I'm not picking Nora's side. I'm not picking MLH's side because he's only 49%. And unless you have the majority, I can't support him. It's them the rules.
You know
okay,
what?
them
If you
the
say
rules.
it enough times, Ellie, if you say it enough times, people will believe you.
You know, but it's true. You know, so I'm just saying. You know, I can't support Rachel. I have to hate her because she's wanting to promote MLH's vest. And if I could burn one item in this world, that would probably be the one item for sure. You know,
mean Rochelle? Is it Rochelle or Rachel? There's a couple. Oh yeah, it's Rochelle.
Rochelle, I apologize.
Rochelle does defend my vest because my vest is very dapper. CBF says, here's your grift for the day, MLH 20. Thank you for the $20 super chat, CBF. I do appreciate it. I know, yeah, I'm just a big grifter, right? That's all I do is just grift away. Let's see. I could care less about people's personal lives. It's personal for a reason. I do understand some say things out of anger only. Yeah, I hear you.
And to be honest, I don't know what's true and what's not true. I don't know, honestly, who to believe because I wasn't there. I am not believing Jenna, and I am not believing Aaron. I believe everybody is capable of lying. I don't know what the truth is. I don't know. Know.
I agree with this too. Adam says, not every tumultuous relationship can be policed by a community. Have you noticed I haven't said shit about any of that nonsense, Adam? Because it's really, even though they brought it to the public sphere, to be fair.
Yeah, that might not have been the wisest thing. So in Nora's defense, you can't you can't get upset with her for discussing it when they both put it out on a public platform. Like, that's what I mean. Everybody is not wrong all of the time.
Yeah.
You know, they can't be wrong all the time.
There are certain people that are wrong like 99% of the time. I won't mention any names, but I agree with you, Ellie. There's even stuff that our friendly neighbor is right with. Not often, but I agree. Not everybody is wrong all the time, you know, and vice versa. Not everybody's right all the time either. You know, I mean, that's even true for me. It's knowing the difference and knowing when to back off of something or at least admit that you're wrong is what separates the great ones from the not so great ones. Okay, I think we all can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I agree. From a poet. And by the way, look, okay. So for everybody who's in here, the beginning of the stream was definitely humorous to me. I was laughing the entire time while I was in the basement. But the point is very, very clear with everything. You know, it's all my fault. Rib Guy says, yes, it's your fault.
Well, I'll agree with that.
But look, there's a lot of good people here, y'all. A lot of good people. Let's not get caught up with all the fucking bullshit. Yeah, I agree, Rabbit. I don't do that either. You know, there's like, in other words, Rabbit, I told people that we email exchange, but I'm not going to tell people the contents of those email exchange because that's between both of us. Laura of DOS says, admitting you're wrong, MLH. No, that's not possible. What is that these days? Yeah, exactly. Laura DOS. I mean, in my case, it's pretty rare, right, DOS? I'm totally kidding. So yeah, healings happens when you shut the fuck up. I agree, Swan. I said the fuck.
Wait. Don't be so quick to pass over Doss's comment about admitting you're wrong, MLH. No. I agree with Doss in that MLH can never think he's wrong because, you know, it's that 49%. I think there's some kind of like a brain warp thing, Doss. I get you. I'm with you with that. So I got to take Doss off the bad actors list. I do. Just temporarily. She'll be back. But for right now.
What if I told you, Scrooge, that that I have proof that I'm more than 49% Mexican.
Show the receipt. Show the receipt. This is a community all about receipts, right? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. You don't need no receipts. If somebody said it on the internet, it must be true.
I read this wrong. It doesn't say Mexican on my DNA report. It says Mexicali. I don't know what that means.
Maybe they think you're a West Coaster, and I don't know. But you know, I mean, how many people? Listen, I'm going to be honest with people.
I agree with Dadan here. He says MLH has never been wrong. He's Colorado Mexican, and that's 100. I agree with you, Dadan.
Dadan, I got to honestly say that, and I mean this, just for that comment alone, if I wasn't on panel, I would absolutely time your ass out for 5 minutes. I'm not even lying. I know the mods won't, but I for sure would. Listen, let's be real here. There have been many times where there are many relationships that happen with people on YouTube. There are currently some. There are some that are no longer. Holy shit, if we got involved in all that crap, could you imagine? Everybody would be hating everybody. Nobody can like anybody at all.
Ellie, I'm going to take you back a little ways to our history on this channel. There was another situation. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's right. Just ignore the receipts. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Just ignore the receipts. We wanted to fit our door. But we were involved in some other bullshit a long ass time ago. You know what I'm talking about, Ellie. And it was a pick a side type thing. And I'm like, why the fuck do people have to pick sides? Like, look, I'm just going to set the record straight. That I will do. I will set record straight. So if there's some bullshit narrative going on about Ellie or myself or somebody that I'm close to or that I know the facts of, I'm not going to ignore that shit, right? I'm going to call shit out for what it is. I've always been that way. Not always right, but most of the time I have my facts in order.
You know who else is not always right?
Who?
Let's call him out. Let's call out Rib Guy.
Oh.
Trying to pretend doesn't matter to me, matter to you shit. Listen, he's like the man whore of YouTube chats. That man has got to be noticed all of the time. You know, let me put my super chat, let me send my memberships, but pretend like it doesn't matter, but give him like a Rib Guy like he's some kind of king shit. I'm just saying everybody has to hate Rib Guy too, please. I just want to let you know he plays like he's technically challenged. I can tell you it's all bullshit. He's lying. The man got multiple phones. So if he got multiple phones, he can do this shit. So we got to call it out. The only person so far that I can't is LA Deb, but I'm going to find something. Oh, that's right. Streets has a past and you still mod for him. So biatch, you got to go. Everybody got to hate LA Deb because, you know, listen, she's picking street side and obviously she's got to stick just to the West Coast shit. So we got to call her out too. Cause, no, don't use him as the IT because he's really a plant. Mark, don't do that. Rib Guy is really an IT plant. He's just fooling you all. Trust me, you don't want to do that.
Well, Rib Guy did say he had a USB drive. So
yeah, he's getting thumbnails and shit. You can't trust him. You know.
Dadan said, "Sorry, Ellie, but Mexicans stick together without sides other than salsa." Yeah, so there you go.
Dan, get to the avocados. You can't keep changing the story. This is how we know that you are Riddle and Doss and Becky and everybody else. Stop with that shit.
You know what? LA Deb, okay, this is what we could get LA Deb for. I'm still blocked on Streets and nobody can figure it out. I think it's a conspiracy between LA Deb and Streets.
Who do you think blocked you? It was LA Deb. She wants to blame it on YouTube, wink, but we know it was her.
It was LA Deb. I know it was LA Deb. She
said, we're just fooling you. This is all jokes here. This is all jokes. But what's not a joke is listen, let's call this shit out. Rabbit, look at you trying to get into the man whore donos here, trying to bring Rib Guy over to your chat. Stop that shit. Okay?
Barbara says,
stop that shit right now.
I pick MLH's side. My kids are 50% too. I'll see there. Okay, so you're off the bad actor list.
But at least your kids are 50%. MLH is not. Somebody, whether it's the Mexican or Caucasian side, is not claiming the majority or half. I'm just saying.
Look at Rabbit trying to snipe Rib Guy over there.
Oh no, I'm going to learn, Deb. Oh no, Deb, what are you going to do? I hope she doesn't make a video out on one of those robot things, delivering food about me. Oh no. I liked her until now. Now she's scaring me. Oh shit.
Adam
I take it back, LA Deb. I take it back.
The only side I'm picking is mashed potatoes. That's not a bad side to take, Adam.
Okay, now. Okay, I was taking it back, but see how quickly things go on these YouTube streets. Somebody talking about LA Deb. Now she confesses that MLH is smart. Oh, holy shit! We can't let that comment go.
Wait a minute.
Don't suck up to him.
I confess. MLH, you're too smart for your own good. Oh, that was in reference to her and Streets being in cahoots with one another to block me.
Wait a second. Deb, you can't name a robot after me when I just found out for reals that Streets' dog is named after me for real. When I heard that, I was dying. So no robot when Streets already got the dog. How are we going to know who's talking about who?
You know what? Rabbit brings up a good point too. To be a content creator, I can speak to this, and Rabbit and a lot of others. There is something to be said about having a thick skin on YouTube. If you don't have a thick skin, this is a little fact for anybody that's trying to be a new content creator on YouTube. If you don't have a thick skin, it's not for you. It's not for you, man. It just isn't. I mean, you could do the most benign of things, like go and do homeless outreach, and you'll be labeled a piece of shit. I mean, I've heard it all. Ellie, I've heard it all. I mean, it is what. Oh, it's your idea, LA Deb. There you go. I said that Streets is eye candy, and I got dragged. Oh, why would you get dragged for that? Because you find somebody attractive. I mean, I've said it before. Rabbit's a very attractive woman. Am I going to get dragged too? I mean, come on, man. I mean, look, we all have eyes, right? Right, Rabbit? I mean, it's all good in the hood. It's all good in the hood. He's got a dog named Ellie now.
He does. He does. He has a dog named Ellie now.
Benetti, what is up? Nice to have you here, buddy. Do you have anything to say before we wrap this up, Ellie? I think the point has been made, unless you have any other nuanced points.
Listen, I just want people to, I know this is going to sound really ignorant and stupid. I know it is. But I truly mean this from my heart. And I know that you people don't really know me. You only know me from chats and on panels. No, I'm serious. Zip it. Get in the basement.
Go ahead, damn it.
I truly just want a healing thing. I understand that drama sells and drama is going to be part of this, and we're all going to watch it to a certain extent. But what I don't want is people that I have come to really like and respect and want to help and want to support to turn this into a war with everybody. I truly don't want that. I want a healing place. I think all the second gens need a healing place. I don't believe that they all get excuses to keep using that, because we've all had our own traumas with things. But we all have to hold a certain thing until we let the people show who they are themselves. We don't need to jump into, declaring war on stuff. When you hear that, the war, this is war stuff. Holy crap.
Oh, streamer wars.
It's too much of this war thing of everybody having to hate. And I'm not a hateful person. I'm trying to use the humor in this to get the message across that I think it's too much for a lot of us. I don't want all of this drama. I want to see healing. And every time I fool myself, like I see hope, then something happens and it's like, we have to call war on this. Where is the healing? I mean, you can call people out, but at some point you got to do it, at least I would think, with your heart, to want to make a difference in a positive way, a positive difference, not something that's going to create more more hate and more animosity and people to turn. I don't want anybody unsubbing from anybody's channel. Not a single person. I don't want anybody unsubbing from Scott's channel. I don't want anybody unsubbing from Nora's. I don't want anybody unsubbing from Rabbit's. I don't. I just, I want to hear their different messages that they have. They bring up great points with different things, but I just don't want to see the hate and where chat truly is turning on other people in chat. And it's so not ugly. I mean, it starts to make you think, are you part of a social media cult at this point? And we all have to look in the mirror to see if we've fallen into that. When you're so invested in people that you've never met to choose that side, did you accidentally fall into a social media cult?
Yeah. Let's see. It's there's it's Swan Satori with a really cool comment here. Unfortunately, people watch drama more. That's why I'm calling a war on Rabbit right now. Rabbit, you are on the bad actors list, and I'm having a war with you right now. You and I, Rabbit, are going to war right now. She'd fucking crush me, Ellie. She would absolutely fucking crush me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. Nobody go back and tell.
No, he's not. Do it, Rabbit. Take him on. Bring down that 49%er.
Rabbit would totally fucking demolish me, man. I'm not picking fights. Fuck that. You know why?
And listen, I know some people go after streets, and I want to say this too for LA Deb. As a mod for LA Streets, people have gone after her for it. Why? Why? Because she mods his channel and she follows the rules he set for his channel. But you don't know her. But you guys have done hit pieces on her. I've seen them. Holy crap, what did she do to you? She hurt your feelings because she timed you out?
Right. Of course, Pinche Becky would take Rabbit's side. If I had more subs, she'd take my side. Becky.
Becky is an equal opportunity user for them subs. Let's call that shit out the way it is, too.
KT Peta, time yourself out. Time yourself out. All right. Anything else, Ellie? I think we set out to do what we did, and we did it.
Yeah, and I hope everybody truly, I know Nora thinks that I'm gross, and I'm sorry that you didn't take this in the spirit that it was. I can't do anything else but apologize if it offended you in a way that it was not meant. I can only clarify how I meant it, that it can't be war all the time. Let's not do channel wars, creator wars, mod wars, chatter wars. Let's not do that. If you stand for something and you want to chat in a chat, that's great. If you want to say in here you love me and then go into KK's chat and say you hate me or something, that's okay too. Listen, look, it's okay.
This is a great comment. Marth says, I still love JoJo. I don't care who. I agree, Marth. That's the whole point. Like, two things can be true at the same time. JoJo, Marth.
Yeah, I have no problem with JoJo.
We love JoJo. So that's the thing. I can safely say, let's see. LA Deb says, well, I can safely say someone on the run is trying to get me fired and I'm being investigated and might be fired for false allegations.
I am so sorry somebody felt the need to go in real life with you. That's another problem. Why do people need to go in real life? Holy shit. Yeah. This is not your cable television people. Sign back up. Get your local provider. Step away when you have to interfere with somebody's personal life. It's time to take a step back.
Hey, Jen. Jen says not everybody is everybody's cup of tea. I agree. Do you think I'm the Gimp's cup of tea, Jen DeLeon?
Ellie Deb, you're welcome. I was joking about the other stuff, and I hope you took it in that, but I absolutely love you. I don't think, listen, it's not my responsibility to judge how you mod. I don't know what the rules are, but I've never seen you be unfair. I mean, I appreciate you not calling me out for giving you the $50 to block MLH, but that was between me and you. I mean, I'm willing to call it out now. I appreciate that you've never gotten them off that list. I'll have to send you a Christmas dono.
Nobody took you up on that, Ellie. Must mean I'm pretty popular around these parts, I would say.
Not in streets, you're not. Just saying. That $50 dono that I made privately to LA Deb worked.
LA Deb, email
wink,
me.
Wink.
We got to talk. We got to talk about this situation. I can make it right.
Right. Just all right. Let's just have fun. Everything's meant with the spirit of fun. Try to remember that, and that going in real life it's really lame. I mean, you got to suck as a human being Truly, you got to suck. Your whole life
Man Bear
is
Pig.
nothing but being mama basement living that you have to go after somebody in real life.
Ah, that's terrible. And I'm sorry that happened to you, LA Deb. I really truly am. I actually, there's such a thing as empathy. I know that that's a word that's been thrown out about quite often, but there are people that are empaths and have true compassionate hearts, and it does pain me, and I hate shit like that. It pained
And
me.
we are getting ROs against all of you and suing all of you, just so you know,
Yeah, we're suing all of you
because
for
that's so
every
necessary on the YouTube streets.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You gotta say you're suing everybody. I mean, that's par for the course. Look, Man Bear Pig isn't suing anybody. So let's just get that out there right now. It. I mean, the other day. I did I talk to you about this, Ellie? Maybe I did, but the other day he did a stream where he was reading about defamation pro se.
Yeah, I heard that.
And
A whole dollar too. He's
yeah,
going to get.
and he got to the point where it was talking about awards, and I could tell his eyes were getting really really big, like, oh, this is a got you moment, and in there it said it's mostly for moral, what do they say, like oh yeah, you're right type of thing, and here's your dollar to prove that you're right, so it's more like a moral victory than anything. So it's just
Thanks for letting me know who's at my door, Nora Psych 93. I was wondering, but I thought maybe it was like a Jehovah Witness or something. But now I know not to answer it because it's the sheriff. Thanks for letting me know. Cool.
Yeah,
Love it.
Yeah, and they better have a warrant, Ellie. Don't let them in with.
Woo, woo. Can we play that? Woo,
Oh
woo.
yeah, the whoop whoop. Hold on, I got that. That's always fun. And this is one of the times where he was smoking something.
I'm not answering the door, everybody. Don't worry. I'll be safe.
Duck, Ellie, duck!
I'm talking.
Duck! Everybody, duck! I never get tired of that clip, Ellie, and I wish I could show the video version of that, but of course, Man Bear.
Yeah, we know.
Would
Yeah, we know.
get me for a what do they call that, a privacy complaint.
It's okay for me, but not for thee.
Yeah, and I just can't wait till he puts my image on one of his streams. I'm waiting for it, Ellie. Please do it. I still can't get it right. He still won't show us what he's watching. I can't, Dad Ant. I wished I could. I wished I could. LA Deb, we love you on this channel. Look, I like the Streets channel. I'm just blocked on his channel for whatever reason. I know it's not Streets fault or LA Debs or anybody's. Nobody can.
No, he's got to go in through his main page to do it through Google, not through YouTube. That's why.
So did you hear that, LA Deb? Maybe tell Streets to go through Google and not YouTube, and then he can unblock me, and I can finally.
But he's got how many subs? He's not worried about MLH. Stop thinking you're that important. Create a stock account like everybody else and go in and chat if you want.
I am not fucking creating no sock account. If you see me, you see me. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? No sock accounts for me. Fuck that shit, man. Look, I love Streets. I've always admired his work. And I like the way that the mods handle business over there for the most part, especially LA Deb. I think that he's got something great going on over there. I like Rabbit. I like Nora most times. There's some things I disagree with Nora on, but that's just.
But we're human. We're going to have opinions and disagree. It doesn't mean we have to hate.
Right.
I've already made my opinion known about Aaron. I actually really like Natalie. I wish she would go back to YouTube and do her thing. I thought that show was fabulous. I mean, I can have opinions too, right? I have opinions too, and I'm allowed to. All right, Ellie, final thoughts. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, just because you have opinions doesn't always mean you got to share them. And that goes for me too, and I'll work on it. I mean, being a human is a work in progress. Let's be honest, people. So yeah, a little less of the hate, and a little more of the try to understanding and try to be helpful with people, not try to, as chatters, use the content creator to start shit, because I know that that happens.
I love
It's
that.
real, and it's just not cool to use the content creator to say, hey, people's talking shit about you type thing, and start another war. Just don't do that. It's Christmas, for Christ's sake. Whatever you believe in, whatever religion, it doesn't matter.
Right.
I'm not judging who does or doesn't. I
Look,
just am so tired of the hate. That's all.
Adam is one of the low-key funniest fucking chatters ever. He's like, just do what I do. Go to Justice Stream, say 3 crazy things, then leave. Actually, he does that in my chat too. He says like 3 crazy things and gets the hell out of Dodge. That's the way to do it, Adam. Look, thank you guys so much for listening. I know it was I know Nora got a little hurt at the beginning, but I'm sure everything's going to be okay. Everything is fine. The waters are not tumultuous. They're calm, and they're always calm on the MLH channel, except when I go on little mini rants from time to time. But you know what? That's part of me. I'm a human being, and I'm allowed to let loose every once in a while, just like Ellie did today, right? Yeah, that's all I got. Ellie, you have anything else?
Nope, that's it. Just want everybody to try to kind of understand where people are coming from, and try not to be so judgmental. I know it's hard. It's I'm not saying it's easy for me either. Just as humans, we judge things, but if we can't forgive things and try to help towards a better situation or a better environment, then are we part of the problem or part of the solution at that point?
Yeah.
All right. Let's all, and I mean this, let's all try to do better,
Except for me, I'm perfect, Ellie. I don't do anything wrong.
Hey, Drifter Wars. And I'm not trying to hurt Nora. I have never said anything that, I wanted to hurt her, nor was it ever my intention to. Yeah. Or intention, I should say, to try to hurt her. I don't. I want her to have healing. I want everybody to have healing. Yeah, I truly do.
Brand, nice to have you here.
I need to work on healing and forgiveness of others. I need to work on that. That's a fault for me. I get so hurt sometimes and so affected that when I get to a certain point, I try to be forgiving, but when I get to a certain point, it's very hard for me to get past that, to get back to the forgiveness. And Fuzzy. I can't be judgy either. So I got to work on that too. I'm not perfect.
Fuzzy, just time yourself out. Just time yourself out. KT Peter says, one more time, your new name is Defender of Rants. I guess. Everyone keep your personal feelings to yourself and stop trying to frame others for your feelings. There's so many things to focus on, especially this year. Let's pay the kindness forward, LA Deb says. I agree, LA Deb, and I try to do that more often than not. I'm going to try to do more homeless outreach streams next year. I mean, money situation aside, it's I could do smaller streams like that, and that's something that I'm looking forward to into the new year. But anyways, that's all I got. Ellie, anything else?
Nope. Love you guys. Have a great day, and
take care.
See you at them YouTube streets.
I will see you on Monday. I'm going to take the rest of today off. You can blame Ellie for this one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to take the rest of today off, probably tomorrow, but we will have a fabulous show for you guys on Monday, the final week before we go on a mini hiatus over the holidays. I still will be live doing some of the things that I do. But look, much love to everybody involved. Nora, Streets, not Man Bear Pig, because I can't stand Man Bear Pig. And especially Rabbit. Rabbit, it's all good in the hood. So anyways, take care. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'm not going to do my normal spiel, but there is a hotline you can dial, 988 if you're in mental health trouble. You can also text that number. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go Broncos. Later, everybody.
Just so you know, I'm ending this stream because of the Broncos.
No, you're not.
Watch. In 3, 2, 1. We out, people.